Good morning and welcome to the October 7th edition of the Friday Five, brought to you by Instructure. It's Friday. As you well know, I'm caffeinated. Let's get it going. I'm even drinking out of my Disney Haunted Mansion coffee mug. For all my fellow, basic educators out there, it is sweater weather. It is PSL season, and it's also spooky season. So we're here for it. I got my black shirt on for the occasion. Um, you know, if you go through your Friday today and you don't say sweater weather at least 3 times, you're doing it wrong. You're doing today all wrong. So let's get after it. All right. First up, in case you missed it, I had the pleasure of chatting with Jenny Balcom, a middle and upper school Spanish teacher at Episcopal Collegiate School in Little Rock, Arkansas, about how she uses Canvas to enhance the history and culture elements of her curriculum. If you missed it, go check out the video on the Canvas Casters YouTube channel, and while you're there, click the subscribe button, as all the YouTubers say. Go ahead and subscribe. Watch for it to come out as a podcast as well. So I think that's going to drop next week. So if you want to listen and, walk the dogs, hit the treadmill, put in the miles, listen on your commute, it'll be a podcast as well. Next up, oh boy, talk nerdy to me. Your nerd content of the week. Okay. We've got some technical, there we go. Nerd content of the week comes from Education Week. The article is titled, U.S. Teachers Work More Hours Than Their Global Peers. Other countries are catching up. It's definitely an interesting and quick read. Check it out by scanning the code. Give it a read and let your nerddom shine, as we always say. Social post of the week comes from Shantisa Hurst on Twitter, who participated in some pretty great Canvas PD, apparently, at Charles Hartman Middle School in Houston, Texas. Sounds like our friends at Houston ISD are going to be providing some pretty great feedback for students by using the annotation tool in Canvas for both language arts and social studies courses. Outstanding job. And there's a ton of folks on that slide there, ton of folks you want to follow. So feel free to pause later on and get on your Twitter and check that out. All right, we are moving. We are moving and grooving. Next up, the amazing folks at Virtual Virginia, let me say that again, Virtual Virginia, are hosting their free 2023 Blended Learning Conference on Saturday, February 25th, 2023. Proposals are now being accepted until November 1st. So you've got about a month to get it together. Scan the QR code to visit their site and learn more. And if you're feeling, kind of spicy, you can go ahead and propose a session and share your shine. So check it out. Next, we are going quick. I might get 5 minutes. I might hit the 5-minute mark for the first time in my life. All right. Last but certainly not least, the Canvas Casters podcast recently celebrated its 3rd birthday, as I've mentioned a few times. We are going to celebrate with some swag. Celebrate with swag. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call in the biz a double entendre. I'm just saying. Here's what you can do to get a chance to win a Canvas Casters prize pack. Number 1, go to wherever you go to podcasts. Wherever you listen, Apple, Google, Spotify, Overcast, Anchor, Amazon, pick one. Go there. Number 2, rate and review the podcast. Give it a rating. A lot of them have star ratings, whatever. Rate it, write a review would be wonderful. Extra credit opportunity. I know how you people are. We're all the same. You mean I can get extra credit? How do I do that? Let me get some extra credit. Extra credit opportunity. If you rate and review the podcast on any platform, take a screenshot, share part of it, share it out there on social media somewhere. Extra entry into the drawing for a Canvas Casters prize pack. So, and the final point, contest ends a week from today, October 14th. You have 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. And I will announce the winners right here on the Friday 5 a week from today. So you might be saying to yourself, you might be muttering under your breath. You might be like, but wait, Marcus, I've already reviewed and rated the podcast because I've been listening since day one. I appreciate you. Find another platform. You listen on Apple, go over to Amazon. You listen on Spotify, go over to Google and go ahead and rate and review there. So appreciate it. The contest ends a week from today, so don't miss out on your chance to get some swag. I will say, since it is sweater weather, there is a beanie. There is a, depends on where you're from, a beanie, a sock hat, a toboggan. Call it what you want, but it'll keep you warm. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Friday 5, brought to you by Instructure. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here, Petey the Panda.